Hey everyone, I'm Everyday Buddy Fighter, and this is an anime card game video. So if you're up to date with Buddy Fight, or you've been watching Core Leaks, or like me, frequently check Buddy Spoiler, you should know that the villain flag for Buddy Fight 8 was revealed. It's Lost World. So Lost World was teased a long time ago with the with teasing of Vanity Skull Destroyer, which we assume is Ranma's buddy, but like how we play Lost World, because it has no call cost, like it has a different backing, like Lost deck, I don't know, like there was a lot of stuff that we didn't know. Well, they finally clarified it for the most part. Lost World is a card that is similar to Dragon Dry. It's a card you put in your main deck, however you can only play 2 copies of this card in your deck for whatever reason. So what it says is, you may only use Lost World cards. This card gets all abilities of a flag that you choose for Lostify, and Lostify is, at the end of your opponent's turn, choose your flag. You may pay 2 gauge. If you do, put this card from your hand on top of the chosen flag. Move all your deck from the fight, shuffle a Lost deck, and replace it. You may only use Lostify once per fight. So what I understand is that you play the card from your hand at the end of your opponent's turn, and then the flag replaces your original flag. It gains the same abilities, so you can still play your original cards. However, you have to replace your deck, so you can really only play from the hand that you have and your drop zone if you have that kind of stuff. However, there does seem to be one card right now that does benefit if you do use it in Lost World. That's not a Lost World card, so we'll see how that works out later on. Starting with the monsters, most of them have high crit, high power, high defense, and each of them has some type of, most of them have an ability that like obstructs your opponent in some way or gains you some type of advantage. Of course, we have our items, we have our impacts, and those impacts, we have spells. You have your defense, your draw, your destruction, your recovery, and your summon spells. It's basically like they took the regular game and just ramped most of the effects up to 15. So at first glance, it's obvious that the cards are strong. However, they require a lot of setup, I feel like, because, well, first, Dimension Revive requires you have to have cards in your drop, so you can't just drop turn 1 and just expect to win off that. You also need a draw engine, because if you don't have a draw engine in your hand prior to using Lost World, then you're going to be kind of screwed over because you're just going to be top decking the rest of the game, which is terrible. Where do I see this being used? Well, there's a lot of destruction effects and cards that pretty much gain you tons of advantage while you're treating your opponent's stuff, like Vanity Skull Destroyer, the item. Probably use this in God Punks right off the bat. Thunder Empire, since it's super aggressive. That deck is already super aggressive. There are certain decks that will benefit from the additional Lost World. Some decks don't really need it, like you're not going to be playing this in Chaos. But you can definitely just play this in really old decks that kind of don't benefit from some of the Ace cards, but of course every world's going to have Ace era cards, so at the very least you can just play this in any of your older decks that you like to play, and just want to be able to catch up to some of the more difficult stuff that Ace has brought on us. Honestly, I feel like we might expand into other worlds, not just Dragon Worlds, maybe some of the worlds that have been so far ignored by the game. But I expect similar to Chaos and Thunder Empire, we will have, Lost World cards for all flags, and then we can just expand the game from there. At least unlike the Chaos, anyone can play this deck. So I feel like in that respect, it is more balanced, but at the same time, we have to wait and see how this will go. So I'm Everyday Buddy Fighter, and I will see you later.